Okay, episode
Something.
18. What?
Something.
Huh?
Episode something.
Something. 1980. I don't know. We're continuing our Nightmare on Elm Street marathon with a Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Started out with a really weird scene on a school bus, and like they went through a desert, and like hell kind of like broke down underneath the bus, and like
Remind me of Beetlejuice.
it did. It reminded me of Beetlejuice. I didn't say anything though. You should have said something. That's what I was thinking as well. It just goes back to the normal story. There's this boy, and he's the main character now, and he moves into the same house that the girl lived in the first film. Weird stuff starts happening to him, and suddenly he starts seeing Freddy in his dreams. And Freddy says that, you know, I'm gonna put my brain in your body, and he starts feeling like Freddy's taking over him, and like, you know, like the claws come out of his hands, and he thinks he's killing people. And you know, I thought it was a pretty cool idea. I thought it was going to be absolute garbage, and it wasn't. The storyline was pretty good. It was interesting. It wasn't just the same as the first film. There were a lot of the kind of the pacing and the narrative were quite similar to the first film, but you know, the ideas were different. Yeah, there's some really cool effects in it as well. There's a bit where Freddy like breaks out of his body, and like you can see his eye inside his mouth, and like his hand starts ripping apart, and then Freddy breaks out of his body, and it's pretty sick actually. The ending though didn't really work for me. I didn't like it that much. It's kind of all this build up, and then like his girlfriend, the main character's girlfriend. Now Freddy's out and he's alive, and he's got this kid inside him. So it's the other way around now. The kid's inside him. And the girlfriend is like, oh no, I just wanted you to come out, and she kisses Freddy Krueger, and it's like, what? It's like earlier on in the film they I love you. And earlier on in the film they set up this thing, oh, this is the big factory where Freddy Krueger worked. And it's like, oh god, shit's gonna kick off when we see him in that place. But all he did was run around and go, yeah. The scariest thing in that part was when like this cat came in and just like went,
after eating a rat.
After eating a rat, yeah, it was really weird.
Which was the same thing. Ugh.
All Freddy Krueger did was just like sit down by some railings, and the railings went on fire, which somehow set him on fire, and then he was burnt, and then the kid comes out, and it's just a weird ending. And then the ending was the same as the beginning, where like the bus drives off, and it's like, ah, Freddy's alive again, great. So I thought the ending let it down a bit, but you know, it is just a slasher film at the end of the day. I would give it a 6 out of 10. And not to go on and on here, but I'm going to retract my previous rating of 5.5 to a 7 for the first Nightmare on Elm Street film. I don't care how much Connie hates it. It's a classic, and you know, this one wasn't as good as the first film, and I'd still give it a 6. So that's my take on it. How about you, Connie?
You saying it's a classic? I wonder what you're going to rate Dirty Dancing when we're going to watch that one.
Well, we'll see.
A classic.
Well, we'll see.
I liked it better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they actually watched the first one and then thought, okay, we got to do something about special effects. It was more creepy this time. Still, there was like a set of really bad actors in it, again. But the acting was better than in the first one, because that set of actors was just awful. Like, including Johnny Depp. I'm sorry, but I didn't even notice it was him. Ugh.
It was them.
Him. Anyways, it reminded me of the Terminator when Freddy Krueger came out of the kid's body. I liked the acting of the guy in the same room, because he looked really scared.
Yeah, when we were watching it, you were like, wow, someone can act in this film.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Alright. I liked all the, like, it looked like there was ghosts going on though in this movie, because there was like a set of weird happenings, like
Weird happenings.
yeah, well, like,
hey,
like the pool starting to boil, stuff like that. It was just like watching a ghost movie, kind of.
Yeah.
It was creepy. It was funny. Like, it didn't scare me at all. And I agree, the ending was just, what were they thinking? The ending in the first one was way better.
What were they thinking?
Actually, the ending in the first one was kind of weird as well. I should have just left it with him disappearing in the air.
Okay, so, rating?
What did I say? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
And that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking I gave the first one a 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 5.5.
5.5.
I guess. Because I enjoyed it and I'm actually looking forward to watching the third one now. It's going to be a good set of movies.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And yeah, there's like, throughout the film there's like, it kind of blurs the reality of like, what is this a dream we're watching, or is the kid dreaming? Is that actually happening? Because like, Freddy took a burst through his body, and the next minute he was there looking at Freddy in the mirror, and it was like, I like that. There was like a lot of like making you think about it. Maybe a bit too much. Like it was a little bit too confusing. But
can I say something?
Yeah.
You know the guy in the room, the dark-haired guy who's really scared. He should have played the main role, because I thought that the main person, he was a worse actor than the other guy. Because when he looked scared, he just looked like, and then he just looked like old and ugly. While the dark-haired guy actually looked scared.
Yeah.
I believed him. I did not believe the real actor, like the main actor.
And I just enjoy, like, I'm starting to enjoy like the genre of film where it's just like an American slasher film. It's like teens going to school in like a really like cliched situation, like, you know, just meeting up after class, and
the
then
love
like
story.
the love story. Yeah, it's just like,
I love you.
It's so cliche, but I just enjoy it. So yeah.
Kissing Freddy Krueger. She wasn't such a good actor either.
No.
Actress.
Okay, so that was episode something or another, and we'll see you with part 3.